By 1776, the fine art of painting, as it had developed in Western Europe up to this time, had been introduced into the American colonies through books and prints. European visitors and immigrants and traveling colonists who brought back copies of old master painting and acquaintance with European art institutions. By the outbreak of the revolution against British rule in 1776, the status of the artist had already undergone change. In the mid-18th century, painters had been willing to assume such artisan-related tasks as varnishing, gilding, teaching, keeping shops, and painting full carriage houses and scenes. The terminology by which artists were described at the time suggests their status. Liner was usually applied to the anonymous portrait painter up to the 1760s. Painter characterized anyone who could paint a flat surface. By the second half of the century, colonial artists who were trained in England or educated in the classics rejected the status of labor and thought of themselves as artists. Some colonial urban portraitists, such as John Simpson Copley, Benjamin West, and Charles Wilson Peale, consulted with affluent patrons. Although subject to fluctuation in their economic status, all three enjoyed sufficient patronage to allow them to maintain an image of themselves as professional artists, as the image indicated by their custom of signing their paintings. A few art collectors, James Baldwin III of Boston, William Breed of Virginia, and the Arians and Hamiltons of Philadelphia, introduced European art tradition to those colonists privileged to visit their galleries, especially aspiring artists, and established in their respective communities the idea of the value of art and the need for institutions devoted to its encouragement. Although the colonists tended to favor portraits, they also accepted landscape, historical works, and political engraving as appropriate artist subjects. With the coming of independence from the British Crown, a sufficient number of artists and their works were available to serve nationalistic purposes. The achievements of the colonial artists, particularly those of Copley, West, and Peale, lent credence to the boast that the new nation was capable of encouraging genius and that political liberty was congenital to the development of tastes, a necessary step before art could assume as important role in the new republic.